Hi, honey. Are you there? Why are you not answering your calls?
I'm sorry, Mom. I can't talk on the phone right now, but I'm free to chat if you want. What's up?
It's about your sister.
What is she up to this time round? I still don't agree with her plan to get married on a cruise ship. It all sounds like a waste of money to me.
At least she's ready to get married. I'm actually texting you about her wedding. It's not gonna happen, Miranda. Eddie broke off their engagement.
What? My god, when did this happen?
3 days ago, while they were both in Paris. How could Eddie be so heartless? Breaking my poor girl's heart like that?
I don't get it. I thought he loved her. Why the sudden change of heart?
Well, I guess he fooled all of us. I can't believe this happened when it's just a few weeks to our girl's trip to Dubai. And now I doubt it will ever hold. People are just so inconsiderate.
Girls' trip? What girls' trip are you talking about?
Oh, nothing much. Rose and I had planned a trip to Dubai to have a good time.
Why am I just told about it now? I'm also a girl. Why wasn't I invited?
See, this isn't about you, okay? It's about your little sister. She was so ready to get married and settle down with Eddie, but the fool broke her fragile heart. Now she is depressed and I have no idea how she will pull through.
I feel bad for her. It must be really hard on her. I can't imagine what she's going through at the moment.
It's really hard on her.
I'll reach out to her later. It might seem hard right now, but eventually she will get over it.
I know she will. Eddie didn't deserve her anyway.
He is a nice guy, though.
Are you going to support him instead of your sis? Anyway, I have to go now. We'll talk later. Bye, sweetie.
Talk to you later, Mom. Rose? What up, Rose? Please answer my calls.
I'm sorry, I'm just not in the mood to talk right now.
I understand. I'm so sorry about what Eddie did to you.
It still hurts a lot. The annoying thing is that I never saw it coming. It came like a bolt from the blue. I doubt I will ever get over this.
Everything takes time, Rose. You'll heal soon, I promise.
I don't want to heal, I just want Eddie back. We've been together for 5 years. We've shared so much together. We created beautiful memories, yet he broke up with me over text? Just like that?
Over text? That is rude.
He left me in Paris, so I had to go home by myself. Since then, I've been trying to contact him, but none of his numbers are going through. He blocked me everywhere, even on social media. What do I do, Miranda?
He is going to great lengths just to let you know that he wants nothing more to do with you. He can fall into a hole for all I care. If he wants nothing more to do with you, then you should let him go as well.
Let him go? I can't do without Eddie.
This is just a phase. You just had your heart broken, so it's okay to feel this way. But eventually, you'll come to see that you really don't need Eddie as much as you think you do. You will definitely be fine without him.
You don't understand, Miranda. But then why am I surprised? This is who you've always been. I've gotta go now. Say hi to Matt for me.
Will do. Talk to you later.
Hi, honey. You there?
Yeah, how are you doing, Mom?
I'm okay. There's something I need to talk to you about.
Okay, what is it?
It's about you and your fiancé, Matt.
Okay, is there a problem?
I think so. You guys have been engaged for over a year now, and before that, you dated for 3 years. Don't you think it's high time you both settle down?
Settled down? What do you mean?
Don't play dumb with me, Miranda. When are you getting married?
Mom, Rose just got her heart shattered. We shouldn't be talking about me getting married right now.
Rose will be fine. I just don't get why you're hesitant to marry a man who's such a great catch as Matt. What the hell are you waiting for?
I'm just not ready, Mom. Forever is a long time, and I need to be mentally prepared before I walk down the aisle.
You've been together for 4 years now, and you're still not prepared? Do you need another 4 years? Your fiancé is a frigging millionaire. You can be sure that an endless string of ladies are on him. You should grab him and never let go.
Mom, I've told you many times, I'm not with Matt because of his money. I love him for who he is. The same way he loves me for who I am. That is why I know for a fact that no one will take him from me.
You foolish girl. Just pray that by the time you're finally ready to get married to him, he will still be by your side.
Don't worry, Mom. Matt is not like that, I assure you.
Whatever. Time will tell. Sweetie, are you online?
Hi, Mom. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Are you busy?
A bit, but I can make time for you. Should I just call you?
No. What I want to discuss with you will be easier said by text.
Is there a problem? Did something happen? How's Rose?
Rose is still depressed and down, and I'm trying to cheer her up. It's not easy, but a mother's gotta do what a mother's gotta do, right?
What are you talking about, Mom? You're beginning to scare me. Do you need money?
This is not about money, Miranda. It's about your sister. We both know how much she was looking forward to her wedding with Eddie, but things went sideways and she was left heartbroken.
Okay, this is not news anymore, Mom. What is happening?
I'm getting there. We also know that you've been in a relationship for over 4 years now. 3 years dating and 1 year engaged with no marriage in the foreseeable sight. Am I right?
There is marriage in my future. Just because I don't want to do it right now doesn't mean I will never do it. And what does my relationship have to do with what's going on with Rose?
Everything. When we love people, we make sacrifices. Now, you need to make a sacrifice to help your sister heal.
I'm still not getting where all this is going.
You need to give Matt to Rose. Let her get married to him.
What? Is this a joke? Are you for real?
I know this will hurt you, but since you're not ready and you have a baby sister that is ready, why not just let her marry him?
You seem really serious. Like, this isn't a prank or something.
Why would I joke about something like this?
Jesus, I can't believe you, Mom. How can you make such an outrageous demand?
I'm doing what's best for my family. You know that.
No, I don't, because I don't see how this is the best for me.
Your sacrifice will help your sister find happiness.
What about my happiness? Anyway, I'm done with this conversation. Have a great day.
I'm not done talking to you, girl. Miranda.
Miranda, come online.
I'm here. What is it?
What did you say to Mom that made her so heartbroken?
You mean what did you say to me?
Come on, I'm your baby sister. Do you have to be so selfish?
My God, you're in on this too? Why on earth would you want to get married to Matt? He doesn't love you, neither do you love him.
I tried that thing called love, remember? And it didn't work out. I know Matt has been asking you to get married, but you keep postponing it. You're not ready, I am. If we get married, everyone will be happy.
No, everyone will not be happy. Did Mom plant this silly idea in your head? If you must know, I have some goals I really need to achieve before settling down.
What stupid goals? I think you're just being selfish.
What?
Do you know Matt is a big catch? He's a millionaire. Everyone wants him. But you are just so relaxed and nonchalant, a smart girl will take him from you and marry him. That is why I have to get married to him. This way we can keep the millionaire within the family and we will all be set for life.
Seriously? So this is what all this boils down to? Money.
Of course. Wasn't that your plan when you started dating him?
What? Hell no. I love Matt for who he is, not for his heavy bank account.
Well, you have to let me marry him.
Why? So that you and Mom can make him go bankrupt the same way you did to Eddie?
What a horrible thing to say.
Come on, we all know the truth. Eddie broke up with you because you became too demanding. He was basically a cash cow for you and Mom, and you're making no effort to hide it. I'm certain the girls' trip to Dubai you and Mom had planned was meant to be sponsored by Eddie as well.
It's a man's job to take care of his woman.
No, It's a woman's job to take care of herself. You're responsible for everything that's happening to you. I won't allow you to do to Matt what you did to Eddie. Besides, I love him too much. Even if your intentions were pure, I still would never let you have him.
Miranda, think about this and stop being so selfish.
If you have nothing else to say, goodbye.
Goodbye? I am not done talking.
Hi, Miranda. Are you there? Sweetie, it's been a week. How long are you planning to snub us? We are your family, girl.
What kind of family are you? You both are plotting to ruin my relationship. Family does not do that to each other.
Families look out for each other, and that's what I'm trying to do here. I want a good life for my girls. You know how hard it was to raise you both? We were always scraping by. That is why I want you girls to marry rich. Your men need to be able to take care of you. Now, you have a man who can do that, but you are not ready to marry him, so give him to your sister.
Mom, we need to stop talking about this.
You need to understand where I'm coming from here, girl. I just want what's best for our family. Are you even considering Rose, who will have to marry someone she doesn't love soon after suffering a heartbreak? Everything we are doing here is for each other. Why are you being so inconjurable?
This is the last time I'll talk about this. The next time either of you mention this to me, I'll cut off ties with you guys. I'm so done.
You can't do that. We are family.
Rose? What the hell do you think you're doing?
I don't understand.
Did you really think Matt wouldn't tell me that you reached out to him? What the hell is wrong with you? Why would you ask my fiancé out?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't see this coming. I'm ready to do what you're unwilling to do. Don't make me the bad guy here.
You are the bad guy. Don't you even care about my feelings at all?
I asked you nicely, didn't I? But you refused. Then Mom decided that we should take matters into our own hands.
Mom told you to ask Matt out? Well, I'm not surprised. You guys deserve each other. You don't care about me. You and Mom are always against me, and now it's obvious that this will never stop.
We're just doing what's necessary, Miranda. Try to understand.
There is nothing to understand. This is the height of it, and I can't take it anymore. I'm done with you both trying to ruin the beautiful relationship I have with Matt. Henceforth, I want nothing more to do with either you or Mom.
Come on, Miranda. It hasn't gotten that bad yet.
Oh, it has. As of today, I have no sister and I have no mother. Relay that to your mother for me, okay?
You're really cutting us off? You want to spend Matt's money all alone, right? How can you be so selfish? It's a shame if you can't see that you and Mom are the selfish ones here. I am done with you both. Can you at least tell Matt to place Mom and I on a $5,000 monthly allowance? Maybe then we will be able to forgive you for choosing to keep him to yourself. Miranda, are you there?
I cut off all ties with my sister and mother. Matt and I got married a year later. It was a simple and quiet wedding by the seaside, and Mom and Rose weren't invited. Things were hard for them financially because they had always depended on men to foot their bills, and I believe they deserve what they got. Matt and I are happy, and guess what? I am 12 weeks pregnant.
Were you surprised to see the groom today? From the bride and groom seat, your astonished face was in full view. You were more than surprised, you were in total panic. What on earth is going on? Why is Tony Regina's groom? Tony was dating me just 3 months ago. And then he started dating Emma right after they broke up. So we are going to get married. Don't talk nonsense. The host just confidently spoke about your relationship history, didn't he? He said that you've been dating for a year now, introduced through a friend. What's this about starting to date right after breaking up? The math doesn't add up. Oh my, you noticed? Explain quickly what this is all about. If it's true that you've been dating for a year, as per your relationship history, does that mean you two were cheating behind my back? Well, yes. The story of us dating a year ago is true. I'm sorry, we've been betraying you all this time. Unbelievable. Regina is my best friend since middle school. And to think you cheated on me with my boyfriend? And even getting married? Well, there's nothing we can do about it now. Cheer up. Let's celebrate the marriage of your best friend and your ex-boyfriend. What? The wedding reception is still ongoing. You'll stand out if you're the only one with a scary face, won't you? While we're changing outfits, why don't you practice your smile in front of a mirror? Tony, what on earth is going on? Two-timing me with my best friend and even getting married? What on earth were you thinking? Hey, don't get so mad. Any man would want to marry a beauty, right? If you're going to blame someone, blame Regina for being too beautiful. What's with that defiant attitude? Are you trying to say you did nothing wrong? After lying to me so terribly. It's amazing you can have such a horrible attitude. Huh? A terrible lie, you say? Isn't that what you told me? You said your long-term business trip was decided and our relationship would become long distance. But you couldn't handle a long-distance relationship, so you asked me to break up. We had multiple discussions and decided to break up. Yet 3 months later, you're marrying my best friend. What does this mean? What happened to the long-term business trip story? You remember something from 3 months ago very well. Well, about that business trip. Suddenly, someone else was decided to go in my place. So I didn't have to go on the business trip after all. What? The truth is, I was supposed to break up with Regina too. No matter how beautiful she is, I can't handle a long-distance relationship due to a long-term business trip. But unlike you, who easily chose to break up, she said she didn't want to break up, that she wanted to overcome the long-distance relationship. Then, coincidentally, the business trip got cancelled. So we decided to just get married. It's amazing how one lie after another keeps popping up. As if all the business trip talk was a lie from the start. You just wanted to switch to your two-timing partner, Regina. If that's the case, just say it from the start. Hey, don't just assume it was a lie. It might have been the real story. You're really the worst, right to the very end. Even in a situation like this, you won't apologize to me. Are you going to forgive me if I apologize? Then, it doesn't matter if I apologize or not, right? What? Fine, just watch quietly like the abandoned loser you are. Just gaze at the happy bride and groom from the guest seats. Whoa! Are you still here, Emma? I thought you'd have been crying and left the venue by now. I can't do that, can I? I agreed to give the friend representative speech without knowing anything about the groom. No matter how angry I am, I have to do what I promised. You're still as consensuous as ever. I've always hated that about you, really, since a long time ago. What? You were always serious, a good girl, and had more friends than me. I've always hated you for that. Even though I was prettier, cuter, and more popular with the boys. But why do you have more friends, both boys and girls? It's ridiculous that you, a plain girl, are more popular than me, a beauty. Wait a minute, Regina. Huh? Weren't we best friends? And you've been thinking of me like that? I've always hated you, pretending to be best friends. What? You're nowhere near as cute and you're plain. But you had a lot of friends, so I just put up with being with you. As long as you're around, I could be the strongest woman, beautiful and with lots of friends. Inside, I couldn't stand being with you. Agony, did you say? You thought of me like that? That's a lie. Huh? If this was a lie, I wouldn't have stolen Tony. Can't you believe it, even after your fiancé has been stolen? But we've really been good friends since middle school, haven't we? We were in the same class and even in the same club, always together. But all of that was a lie? Sorry, but it's all a lie. I've hated you since we were in the second year of middle school. Huh? Second year of middle school? Did I do something to hurt Regina? Yes, you hurt me terribly. You tore me, a beauty acknowledged by everyone, to shreds. What? I've always remembered the anger from that time in the second year of middle school. I was the strongest, being beautiful and having many friends thanks to you. So even when I confessed to the student council president, Senior Joey, I thought I would definitely get an okay. But he rejected me. Can you believe it? Huh? The student council president? And he said, living a life solely dependent on your face is not good. You have a wonderful best friend, so learn from her, he preached. Why does a beauty like me have to hear that? Why do I have to learn from you? What's wrong with living a life entirely dependent on my face? What? Wait, hold on a minute. I have nothing to do with that. Huh? I didn't even know you confessed to the student council president. And that senior, he said such things? His words may have been harsh, but being angry at me over it is just misplaced resentment. Shut up, you plain girl! You're plain, so accept some resentment. What? Ever since then, I've hated you. I swore I'd be happier than a plain girl like you someday. Being popular is only for the time when you're a student. Once you're an adult, beauty is ultimately the strongest. But then you said you're marrying a department head from a big company. So I was pissed off and I took him away from you. For such a reason, because of such misplaced resentment, you took Tony away from me for such a one-sided reason. Serves you right. If a beauty like me gets serious, all men will be crazy about me. No matter how much communication skills you have, no matter how serious a woman you are, a plain girl is a plain girl. You can't win against a true beauty. So, after all, men prefer beauties, don't they? What's wrong with living a life dependent on your face, I wonder? I'll prove it by being happy with Tony, whom I took away from you. This world is all about face. Only beauty should be happy. It's natural for plain girls to be dumped. I'm the one who dumped him, though. Huh? I don't have any love or affection for Tony anymore. I sincerely wish the two of you happiness in your marriage. But let me just say this. It's not a given that because I'm plain, I would naturally be dumped by my fiancé. In the first place, I'm the one who dumped him. So Regina, you're going to marry a man who was dumped by such a plain girl. Huh? Don't get cocky just because you got dumped, you plain girl. You're a pitiful woman who was dumped. Don't alter your memory and pretend that you dumped him. In the first place, when we first talked about breaking up, he brought it up because he was going to be on a long business trip and we would be in a long-distance relationship. But after discussing various things, I just got tired. I got sick of him constantly sweeping pointless lies, so I told him, that's enough, please break up with me. What do you mean a long business trip when he has a wife and children? He keeps spouting lies even though everything exposed. It's too lame. Huh? Wait, he has a wife and children? Tony was just terrible at letting go until the end. Even when I pressed him, saying there must be some other important reason, he kept spewing lies. Wait, hold on a minute. What do you mean he has a wife and children? He's marrying me today. We're in the middle of our wedding right now. There's no way he could have a wife and children, right? That's right. There's no way I can believe it when you suddenly say something like this. So I contacted his wife during the dress change. Huh? When I told her he's holding a wedding ceremony with this mistress, she said she'd rush right over. And she even said she'd do the speech in my place. So I'm entrusting everything to her and leaving. What? Wait, hold on. Is it true that his wife is coming? And you're leaving at a time like this? Well, just watching the wedding of a couple who had an affair makes me feel nauseous. If I hadn't been asked to give a speech, I would have left from the beginning. Huh? Well then, I wish you happiness. Please continue to enjoy the wonderful wedding. Hey Emma, when did you find out about my wife? I thought I had hidden it well. There's no way you could have found out. Remember a few months ago when you came to my house drunk? You had a ring on your finger that I had never seen before. Huh? That day, you had been on a business trip to Florida, hadn't you? And you got drunk with the people you were doing business with and came home. That's why I thought it was suspicious and looked into your ring and the place you went on your business trip. You investigated? I never imagined that your wife and children were in Florida, where you went on your business trip. Wait, sorry. Your actual home is here, isn't it? You were living in Florida, and met me here when you were working alone. Well, that... Honestly, I suspected you from the start. You always tried to change the subject unnaturally whenever the topic of marriage came up. And then, you'd come home with a ring on your finger. It's only natural that you'd be suspected and investigated. But how did you know my wife's contact information? I heard from Regina. You invited my wife to this wedding. That's because I exposed everything to your wife. What? Right after I broke up with you, I decided to contact your wife. Even though I didn't know, I had been dating a married man. I wanted to apologize and was prepared to pay compensation, so I contacted her. What? Your wife turns out to be very generous. She told me that I had done nothing wrong and forgave me. However, there was a condition that I had to give her all the evidence of our relationship. She forgives me, but it doesn't seem like she's ready to forgive you. That's why we exchanged contact information to cooperate in the future. Wait a minute. What do you mean she doesn't intend to forgive me? I don't know what your wife intends to do. I just want to do my best to apologize to her. Ah, there's a reply from your wife. She was nearby, so she's coming in a taxi. What? Well then, enjoy the lovely wedding. I'll be leaving now. This is all just unbelievable. Everything is just the worst. Why do I have to go through this? Congrats on the wedding. How was yesterday? Did the celebration go off without a hitch? No way it did. Far from being a celebration, it was called off immediately. His wife really did storm in, and the venue was like a scene from hell. Oh my, a celebratory event turned into hell. After that, there was an immediate meeting with both families. I wanted to just smooth things over by playing the victim who was deceived. But thanks to his wife spilling the beans, everything went up in smoke. She told my parents that I stole Tony from you. Thanks to her, I got a punch in the face from my parents. What? Your always smiling and kind-looking parents? You have a lot of friends, and your parents like you. My parents have always been quite fond of you. They were so angry, saying, "How dare you hurt Emma?" Uncle, Aunt, they got so angry for me. That's not all. His wife, she said she has no intention of divorcing Tony. She arrogantly told me to give up on him while laughing. What? His wife isn't going to divorce Tony? She said she won't divorce him easily because they have a child. Besides, even if they divorced, it would only make us happy, so she doesn't want that. That's why she's purposely not divorcing him. I see. Indeed, it's too simplistic to divorce just because of an affair. There is such a way of making him reflect. That old hag is too cunning. Rather than getting a divorce and receiving child support, she thinks it's much more profitable to keep him as an ATM forever. It's so cruel that she won't divorce him even though she doesn't love Tony. The worst one is him, who was having affairs while having a wife and child. His wife is so cool and composed that I respect her. Don't be ridiculous! What's cool and composed about her? She's just a nasty old hag. She's older than me and ugly, but she told me to pay her damages. What? To me? I had no idea that Tony was married, so I shouldn't have to pay damages to his wife. But my parents got angry, saying that's not the point. They told me to pay the damages to his wife without any fuss. But his wife said I didn't have to pay her and to pay you instead. Then she said she wouldn't say anything or blame me. Oh my, this is quite windfall. Don't be ridiculous. I thought I could become the wife of a corporate executive. I thought I could become a comfortable housewife so I didn't save any money. I can't afford to pay you damages. Huh? We're best friends, right? You'll forgive me even if I don't pay, right? Your parents and that wife are too overbearing. She won't even divorce him. Who does she think she is, telling me not to say anything and to listen to her? Don't mess with me, that old hag. Hey, Regina. I am with his wife right now. What? So she's seeing your conversation right now. She's saying that Brat is not repentant at all. She's making a scary face next to me. What? Why? Why are you two together? We're still arguing about the money of damages with Tony, so she called me to give her as much evidence of the affair as possible. What? That's a message from his wife. Indeed, Regina has no obligation to pay damages. Since it's just me saying it, you can ignore it. But if you do, I'll go all the way. I'll spread the word about Regina everywhere, she says. Hey, stop it! Unlike Florida, where his wife is, this is a rural area. Such rumors will spread throughout the town. It's more like hush money than damages. So I guess I have no choice but to pay. I'll be waiting for your payment anytime. It's up to Regina what to do, but I'll let you know my bank account later just in case. Afterwards, Regina kindly deposited $10,000 in alimony into my account. Apparently, she sold everything she had to prepare the money. Then she was disowned by her parents, and even the few friends she had invited to her wedding started cutting ties one after another, saying, I can't deal with someone like this. And now she's trying hard in a dating venue for high-income earners, declaring, I'll make a big comeback in life. But it seems no one is interested in her, with people saying, your beauty is only for now, what value do you have in the future? As for my ex-boyfriend Tony, he went back to Florida and seems to be spending his days working as an ATM. His salary is strictly managed by his wife, and his allowance is only $100 a month. It seems he's been told that they'll get a divorce when their child turns 20.